I just, you know, in the few places where I was working, I felt like the guests, even though we call our customers guests, sorry,
No problem.
I have to edit that out. My computer was not plugged in. We're running low on juice.
Okay. All right. So I'll ask you the question again. You can pick up.
Okay.
So you said the book was born out of your personal frustration. What is it that you noticed that frustrated you so much?
And obviously it's just my own personal perception, but it seemed that a lot of the places that I was working at, even though we say, when we treat our customers as guests, they're guests in our home, I didn't really see that as being the main focus or the main emphasis. You know, as owners and managers in the business, you know, they're constantly looking at the bottom line. And, you know, for example, if a customer is complaining about the way their steak was prepared, rather than fixing it immediately, let's make the customer happy. Let's make them a loyal guest and want to come back and rave about our place. There's the argument of, well, whose fault was it, or why was it done like that? And those are what I call soup flies, things that can happen. You know, in this business, things are going to happen. Mistakes are going to be made. You know, the food might be too hot, too cold, wrong order. But if we set the tone properly from the very beginning, from the time the guest walks in the door, and we welcome them in a pleasing, pleasant, friendly manner, then all those other things that may happen throughout the course of an evening, they are forgivable and fixable. And I didn't really see a lot of that mentality or philosophy. It was more about counting the numbers. It was more about getting them in, getting them out. I didn't hear a lot of talk about, you know, the guest experience. And again, it's from my own perception, and obviously there's always more than one side of the story, but I'm excited because I can say that my frustration became my aspiration. And that's what inspired me to actually sit down and write the book. And as I say at the beginning of the book, you know, I equate it with people who complain. You know, they say people who complain about the government. If you don't vote, then you don't have a right to complain. I didn't want to be one of those people that didn't vote, that didn't, you know, that sat around complaining, well, this is not correct, or this should be changed in the industry. So I decided to take all those years of experience, as well as go out and interview other industry experts, owners, F&B directors, as well as servers and bartenders, and just individuals that dine out a lot, and say, hey, what is WOW? What is WOW service to you? What has your experience been on the good side, on the not so good side? And that's where getting to WOW came from.